Aprendimos a quererte desde la histórica altura donde el sol de tu bravura.
We bring our revolutionary greetings from all of our ancestors, those who are not with us, who passed on before us, those who are alive in different parts of the world, and more importantly, those who are unborn. Because after all, it's for the future that we're struggling. Because between the past, the present, and the future, which is the most important? The future. In fact, if there are trillions of people who have passed on before us, then there will be billions and trillions and zillions of those who will be born after us. In fact, the reason why we're doing what we're doing is for the future. The reason why you sacrifice to pay your tuition to come to school is for the future. And after all, I think you were led by love and in search of happiness, right? True? What's more important than happiness? Why do people get married? To be happy. Why do they get divorced? To be happy. Why do people move from the country to the city? To be happy. And when they get to the city and they're not happy, why do they go back to the countryside again? To be happy. But can you be happy if the people around you are not happy? No. Not even the most selfish person who thinks that they might be happy, even though other people are not happy, will find out they will not be happy. Because if you live in your house and all the people around you are not happy, when you step out that door, you'll feel their unhappiness. Sometimes you won't even step out the door. They'll come inside your house and express their unhappiness to you, and you'll feel it. But on the contrary, you will not be happy if everybody around you was rich, had wealth, and you were poor. You could not be happy, could you? And even if you felt good, you had good health, and you had a lot of money in your pocket, if your baby was not well, then you would not be happy, would you? If you were diseased, you would not be happy. If you don't have health, you would not be happy. So then after all, we're really searching for happiness, aren't we? It's important to understand that, because I heard my brother mention earlier, love. Kwame Ture, peace upon his name. 9 years ago, he made his transition. Kwame Ture had an undying love for our people. Some people have got into the struggle, have got involved with the quote-unquote revolution, guided by hatred of other things. But hatred of other things is not enough to make you last. You have to have an undying love for our people. You can have hatred for apartheid for 2 or 3 years and become a traitor later on after apartheid is gone. But if you have an undying love for your people, no matter how far apartheid is behind, no matter what systems you have smashed, until you have put power into the hands of your people to give your people happiness, you will never be happy because you have an undying love for your people. So what is love? What is love? What is love? It's a question I'm asking.
Love is unconditional.
Love is unconditional. Love is when you are willing to sacrifice yourself for the development of that person who's targeted, who's the recipient of your love. So if you have a baby, your baby poo-poos in the diaper at 3 o'clock in the morning. When you're sleeping, you want to get you some good rest. And you're going with it. You get on up because you sacrifice so that that baby will be happy. So that baby will stop crying. Then when the baby starts crying again because she or he wants some milk, you go ahead and breastfeed that baby. Even though it's 4 o'clock in the morning, you still want to get you some sleep. But it doesn't stop there. You have to sacrifice for that baby when that baby's a child, when that baby's an adult. Even sometimes when they have gray hair, because I know my mother still sacrifices for me. Willingly, because she has love. But you take that love beyond just the individual mother and child to the general society, then Kwame Ture and others like him. The names who we just prayed for, who we just worshiped a few minutes ago. Che Guevara, like Kwame Ture, people who were born to families who had wealth and resources, who graduated with honors from Howard University, who was offered a job where he could make thousands of dollars a year, but decided to go down to Mississippi to work with the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee for $10 a week. And sometimes they didn't get it at the end of the week. But they did this willingly because they had an undying love for our people. And my comrades, I'm suggesting to you that that is the main ingredient. More so than intelligence of all the books you read, and we encourage you to read. More so than all the meetings you've been to, more than all the rallies you've been to, and all protests, and everything you have done, the most important thing, you have to be guided by an undying, and as my brother said, unconditional love for our people. Which means you will never stop to the last breath of your